The Community Foundation of Henderson has announced the 2020 grant recipients. Mark Weaver is the president of that foundation, and he is with us today thanks to Skype. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Angie. Thank you for the chance.
Well, this is so interesting. This came across in my email in a press release, and I thought this is a great story to tell. So let's begin with what the Community Foundation is and what your goals and mission are for the community.
Well, that's a great question. I'd say it probably the simplest way possible is if you can imagine just taking one hand, we take a hold of the nonprofit's hand, and the other hand, we take a hold of the donors, and we bring them together. We are a conduit. We aren't just a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Our whole goal is to raise money and to give money away, and to help donors recognize who they want to give it to, and then facilitate that. So I guess that's the easiest way I could put it together.
Well, that's an interesting working principle there, and you have, I think, 4 pillars that that support your organization. Would you share those with the audience?
Well, we have educating, caring, inspiring, and improving, and then we have really one more thing that is evidenced in the difference in our grants this year, and that is trying to build the abilities of the nonprofits to better do what they do. It's really enabling them to be better at serving the people they're called to serve to. Well, and that's what we've done with grant. We've introduced grant writers this year, so we're giving money to a couple nonprofits this year for grant writers, and that will help them magnify what they do and the money that they raise.
So important, being able to write those grants. It's the lifeblood for them. So when you made this list, and the list is out, and who made the list this year?
Well, you mean who got the awards?
Who received the grants, yes.
Yeah, the grants. Well, first of all, we had 20 different organizations apply. We ended up doing 7 grants, but one of those was to a collaboration among 4 different nonprofits. So Riverview School, Children's Advocacy Center, Downtown Henderson Partnership, the Audubon Area RSVP, Kids Plus, that's the collaboration, and then the Henderson Arts Alliance and Christian Community Outreach. The Henderson Arts Alliance and the Christian Community Outreach are 2 of the ones that are receiving grants for grant writers.
Now, how do people apply for the grants? Because I know people watching now are going to go, I want to get in on that next year. So what's the process?
The process is they can get in touch with us at cfh.org. That's Community Foundation Henderson, cfh.org, and just say, hey, add me to your list. What we've done is we have an email list that we send this, the notification that we're going to do the grants. We send that in January of each year. Also, we do a news release to let people know about it. But the easiest way, if you're in this community, the community of Henderson County, and you didn't receive anything, then just get a message to us through our website.
Mark, thank you so much for sharing the work of the Community Foundation. Thank you for what you're doing.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Angie. Appreciate the chance to talk about it.
Always happy to share your story. We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.
from your weather authority, meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
Yes, indeed. We've got ourselves a beautiful day today. Plenty of sunshine out there. Look at that beautiful blue sky. And all the trees are so lush. We did have a deficit rainfall-wise in April. The book closed yesterday, and it was about 3/4 of an inch below the average. But we had so much recently, and of course we had so much going into April. We had surpluses in January, February, and March. We're still running a surplus of better than 5 inches for the year. And of course the trees have responded well, and so have the flowers. They look great. All those April showers at the end of the month have brought some really good-looking Mayflowers. Let's take a look at our Heads Construction Tower cam shot, and you can see the sky, the bend in the river, Highway 41, a little bit of traffic out there, and it's moving. That's the main thing. 63 degrees right now in Evansville, 63 in Jasper, 63 in Carmi, 63 in Owensboro. We've got a lot of 63s to the north, too. Vincennes and also Flora checking in with 63 degrees. It's 68, though, right now in Harrisburg. We should have no trouble getting into the low 70s for a high today. Clouds to our east, but we've got high pressure ruling the roost. That means plenty of sunshine for us. All right, time to pressure forecast. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Hit it, no whammy. 72 and sunny. I like what I got.
Well, during this pandemic, we're all missing lots of things from our normal lives, particularly for many of us around here especially. We're missing our hairdressers. And here to talk about what's going on in the world of beauty and hair design is Waleed. Waleed's International Hair Design in Evansville. Good morning.
Good morning, Angie.
How long have you been closed, Waleed?
Since March 22nd.
When you got that news, what was going through your mind?
You know, again, we didn't believe at first. It's like there's no way we can be shutting down, and it was the last minute, so it was shocking for everyone.
How many people are in your salon as hair designers and hairdressers?
We are 18 staff in the salon here, and we're all in shock about this.
Well, and 18 people in one place makes me ask this next question, which is, when you are able to reopen, how will you manage that size of staff as well as the number of customers who will be coming back and really needing your services?
You know, we're really we're doing our best. I think we're gonna do probably 2 shifts, and it's a big salon, and I'm sure you've been to it, and it's a different section. So, you know, I think we prepare definitely pretty well for everything, whatever the state. We're just waiting for the state, what's their order to reopen. But we prepared stations being far from each other, and probably having 2 shifts, definitely. But we're definitely ready to get back.
What steps have you taken besides thinking about the 2 shifts? Did you have to change anything, sanitize anything? How are you going to be ready for opening? We
are definitely, we get a lot of product, and I'm going to send you a picture later to see how much product we have for sanitizing. So we're definitely going to sanitize in between every client coming in. We are going to clean everything definitely before we open. And of course, we've been closed for 6-7 weeks now. So, but we're ready for all the sanitizing product. Everyone gonna be wearing masks, and we're waiting for the state regulation and anything else, whatever they say. We're gonna go with that procedure definitely.
Well, let's talk about not just the emotional hardship, but the very real hardship for you and your hairdressers not having an income.
Yes, it's definitely a tough situation right now, and we never ever dreamed one day this is what happened to our industry. As a salon owner, we definitely have so much overhead of bills and things to pay every month to keep the business and the building going. The other hand is the staff, definitely being a self-employed, it's a very, very hard. They can't have any unemployment. And so they're really anxious to come back and make a living. So we all ready, and I would say clients definitely amazing how close they become to us and become like a family. And they text us all the time how we're doing, how things going with us. So they're worried about us too.
Well, and we are all concerned because it is a customer-facing, intimate business you're in. 6 feet apart's not going to work.
Exactly. We're pretty close to them, but the clients, hopefully, they will be wearing a mask. We'll be wearing a mask. Whatever the state regulation gonna announce what we need to do, and it was so hard because every 2 weeks they drag us for another 2 weeks, and so you have to reschedule these clients back, and you have to call, over 100 clients every week, 150 clients, and it's a really hard decision to make.
Well, Waleed, I know they've all looked to you for your leadership, and I thank you for taking the time today to help us understand how this has impacted your industry, and I hope you get back to work soon. We all need you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Angie.
Stay safe. We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.